Hey there, welcome to my channel, and for today's video, I will be sharing with you on how to really pay off debt. And there are two types of debt. It's the good debt and a bad debt. So when it comes to good debt, it's something that could give money to your pocket, while the bad debt is the other way around, which could not give you the money to your pocket. So I just would like also to share with you my experience. So I used to have 5 credit cards and Joni in almost 300,000 worth of debt. And it actually reached to a point where I could not sleep well. So thinking of ways on how to really deal with it. And that made me mad, irritable, and very unhealthy. So when I read about this article of Sir Fritz Villafrete, that it really requires a certain kind of mindset to succeed to confront my debts in the end. And I know these are easier said than done, but there is hope, and I believe there's a solution to everything. So I'm sharing with you the 7 mental armors of which I was inspired to win my struggle against debt. So equip yourself with this and you'll be closer to victory in your own battle against death. So it is likely the same thing when we are moving on with past relationships. So first is we really have to accept. So accept that you have a debt problem. Awareness and acceptance is always the first step towards change. And have the courage to admit to yourself that you are in a serious financial trouble. And moreover, recognize that the fact that this is not a permanent problem and you have the power to overcome it, just like many others have already done before you, before us. Second is to face. So tell yourself that there will be no more running. And being in debt is like standing in front of a dog, diba? So you should not turn your back and run away from it, because if you do, it will attack you more. So instead, you need to stay calm, you need to assess the environment and find the best way to neutralize the situation and bring yourself to safety. And when faced with debts, it also best way to stay calm. So assess your options and find the best strategy to pay it off as soon as possible. So the third one is change. So look forward to making a lot of changes in your life. So if you keep doing what you've always done, so nothing will ever change. So if you want your debts to disappear, then it will be necessary to change how you live. Your daily routine will change, your spending habits will change, your lifestyle will change, and in some cases, your set of friends will change too. So it's okay. And fourth is to focus. So put more focus on creating income. So there are two ways to come up with the money to pay for your debt. So it's either lessen your expenses or earn more income. So unfortunately, simply eliminating your unnecessary spending won't work fast enough to pay off your debts. So if you want to turbocharge your finances, then you really need to increase your cash flow or add up your income. The fifth one is to really expect. So expect that it will be difficult. So if it's easy to get out of debt, then nobody will have this problem, right? So don't fool yourself that it will be a walk in the park, because it will be a traverse in the jungle. So I'm not scaring you, really, but I'm just being realistic here. And eliminating your debts will be a big challenge. But in the end, it will be one of the greatest achievements that your friends and loved ones will always remember about you. And it's an accomplishment that you will forever be proud of. So sixth is ready. So be ready to face and overcome self-pity and depression. So calls from collection agencies will continue and letters from law firms will come. So meanwhile, the world around you will carry on and move forward without sympathy, right? So paying off your debts can be a lonely battle, but you don't have to be alone. And find joy and comfort in the listening ears of friends and loved ones. So don't be afraid to talk about your fears and hopes with them, because it will really help a lot. Emotionally, it will help. And always remember that your debts do not define who you are. So for me, I get myself deep in credit card debt because I was reckless and impulsive buyer. So I swiped my card buying a lot of things that I didn't need just to impress other people, which in the first place, I don't even like. So, yes, I used to be a shallow and materialistic person. But then I realized that I can be a different person, a better person than who I was at that time. So I refuse to let my financial mistakes define who I am. Instead, I chose to be the good person that I know I can be, that I knew exists within me. So if only I give it a chance to come out. So it took me 3 years to finally get out of debt. So when I started taking charge of my finances, I thought it would take 10 years. So if you're trying to get out of debt, it will feel like it's never going to end. But choose to be the good person that you can be. So when taking charge of your finances, it will feel like it's never going to end. But believe that things will always get better and it will be over sooner than you expect. So I'm sharing with you in a little while the method, the debt snowball method, which for me, a practical one or a practical strategy to eliminate your debt. So I will be sharing with you the most common, I think it's most popular methodology or strategy to really pay off your debt. So it's called the debt snowball method. Bakit nga ba natin gusto na ma-pay off yung debt natin? 'Di ba? Aside sa dun sinabi ko na it really could sustain your savings para dun sa future mo. And kasi pag wala kang debt, pag focus ka din dun sa savings mo, mas maigi, mas hindi ka mahihirapan, di ba? So the reasons why we have to really be debt free is that maybe some of you you would like to buy a house, di ba? Mas focus ka doon, tapos gusto mo mapupunta lahat nung panaghirapan mo doon sa bahay. And then someone like you could save money more on your retirement, on your emergency fund, di ba? And anything else that you want. And if you want to travel, so you could being debt free could really help you achieve those goals to travel. And yun, and lastly, hindi ka na mas-stress. So it could you want to really stop stressing yourself about money. So yun yung pinaka-ultimate siguro na reasons, diba? And the debt snowball method, the debt snowball strategy is like this. So first, you have list all your debts from smallest to largest. So it is regardless of yung interest. So you have to list down all your debts from smallest to largest. So for example, if you have a credit card having a 5,000 credit, and second card of having a 50,000 credit, and third is personal loan or salary loan of 100,000. So if you have a car loan of 500,000, for example lang to na mga figures, di ba? So if you have a minimum amortization of this, for the first card 1,500, for the second card 1,500 again, and for the third loan, which is the personal loan, you have a monthly amortization of 5,000, same as dun sa car loan mo. So you have 15,000 on monthly amortization. So you have to list it down. Ganyan yung pagkalista. So second thing you should do is attack the smallest debt by paying on it as much as you can while paying the minimum amount of other debt. So, di ba, yung first debt mo is yung 5,000 na credit card. So, attack the smallest debt. So, you should find ways to really pay it off, the 5,000. So, and at the same time, you could like continue to allocate the minimum amortization of the other debts. So, how to really attack this one? So, you could like find a side hustle that could give you that 5,000 or more, diba? Mas better if more. So, the third step really is to, diba, pag ma-pay off mo na, once the smallest debt paid off, take whatever you are paying off from that debt. The minimum plus extras if possible, and add it up to the minimum payment of the next debt. So, di ba may minimum payment na 1.5 ka dun sa first debt mo. So, idadagdag mo siya dun sa second credit card mo. So, just like this. So, and continue to pay other monthly amortization of the personal loan and car loan. So, diba? So, na-paid mo na yung first smallest debt. Then, fourth is to repeat the method as you plow your way through debt. And, for example, this one, paid mo na yung first, paid mo na yung second. So, yung mga budget mo doon, for example, diba, they have like 1,500 minimum budget mo doon, diba? So, you could like i-add up mo siya doon sa third loan mo once you paid, diba? And if ever may mga extras, mas better na idagdag mo din doon sa third loan mo. So, ganun lang siya. So, pay for the minimum payment on your remaining debt. So, and the minimum plus extras of the first, second, and third paid debt until you pay off debt. So, yung mga minimum amortization dun sa na-paid na mga debt mo, pwede mo siyang i-allocate dun sa last debt mo. Since naka-budget, diba, nasanay ka naman na mag-pay nun, diba? So, why not, para masustain mo yung payment dun, i-allocate mo din dun sa last debt mo. So, yun. Until ma-pay off mo siya. Diba, mas malaki na siya, mas madali siyang, pag malaki yung budget na nilagay mo doon, mas madali siyang ma-pay off. So, a big part of financial freedom is having your heart and mind free from worry about what ifs of life. So, this is really an important thing to really consider and to really minimize or eliminate our debts. So, and one thing, pag ginagawa mo to, yung mga credit card mo, dapat hindi mo na siya dinagdagdagan ng credit, di ba? Kasi pag ang mangyayari, hindi mo talaga mapay off pag ginagamit po din while having this strategy. Tapos ginagamit mo pa din yung credit card mo. So, you really have to stop adding debt from it. And, so, yun yung tips na sinishare ko is on the debt snowball, diba? So, basically, I have seen this one dun sa kang David Ramsey na financial wealth coach sa US. And so, that's it for this video, and hope you learned something, and see you in my next videos. Thank you!